Okay, everybody, hello. Welcome to the We Like Dota League playoffs. I'm not sure what round this is, but tonight we bring you a best of three featuring Sky, Ninjas, and Critical Failure. I'm Brian Sabone Yinger, and yeah, really excited for tonight's match. Yeah, both teams are pretty good. Sky Ninjas have had a very commanding performance so far throughout the entire league. I don't think they've had any losses yet. Same can be spoken for Critical Failure as well. And yeah, I think we'll have a good matchup tonight. If we take a look at the draft, um, yeah, Sky Ninjas. I'm not sure if Marana will be a core or support. My general proclivities go towards Marana being a support, but that's kind of what's nice about her is she can be flexible. I don't think she's good as a number one core, first position core. I like her more in the number two or even number three position, just because her damage is not fantastic, to say the least, in my opinion. Yeah, but I'm also a big fan of the Bane pick as well. We haven't seen a ton of Bane lately in the We Like Dota meta or even in the professional meta. We have not seen a ton of Bane lately. And yeah, I really like all that he brings to the table. He's tough to lane against with his enfeeble if that's the way he chooses to go. Has the brain sap and of course the Fiend's Grip and Nightmare as well to bring lots of control. On the side of Critical Failure, I do like the Skywrath Mage. No surprises there to see him picked up as a support. I would assume he's picked up as a support. The Concussive Shot and the Ancient Seal help to, really silence and slow down and bring some control. And also that Arcane Bolt and, of course, the Mystic Flare as well does a ton of damage. And yeah, I really like the Dazzle as well. Kind of interesting to see an aggressive support and also a defensive support. One of the most defensive supports in the game, in my opinion, in Dazzle. And yeah, I think that'll also really kind of counter well and not counter well, gel well with Sven as a core. He brings the, I always forget what that stun's called. Stormhammer. I always want to call it Gauntlet, and I'm not sure why. But yeah, the Stormhammer is a nice AoE stun if landed correctly. And really the only problem that Sven has is he tends to get kited around a lot, and, he's a melee guy as well, so yeah, you just have to look out for that. Hold on, let me disable notifications for Google. But yeah, it's shaping up to be quite an interesting draft here. I'm a big fan of the Ogre Magi pick. I think his HP regen and armor that he starts with is just fantastic, as I'm sure many of you have heard Jared and I go on and on and on about how much we love that. But yeah, and his recent update made him a little less RNG based. And yeah, I think it's just a good pick in general. The Fire Blast is really good. Ignite and Bloodlust as well. Yeah, really just, he's got that nice stun, but also he does a lot of damage too and helps buff your team in the process. So I think that's really awesome. Interesting to see a Zeus pick here. I was just playing earlier with friend of the show, Kyle Crimson Manring, and we were talking about how much we don't like Zeus. Mostly because I don't feel like he's necessarily a super strong laner. And as a support, I kind of tend to think that all he does is steal kills from your cores, which I'm not a big fan of. But I got to think that Sky Ninjas will probably be going for a pretty hard final carry. I got to think something like maybe a Terrorblade or someone who can really AFK farm, even a Medusa. A Terrorblade, Naga Siren, Anti-Mage, those sorts of things. Actually, I think Anti-Mage would be a really good pick here, I think, actually. Especially against the Wraith King. And I'm not sure how I forgot this, but the Bane Mirana combo is really good. I'm a big fan of the Bane Mirana combo if you can land it. Of course, it's very difficult to land, but you know, these guys are good. You know, they're not like noobs ask noobs. They're competent at the game. They're upstanding Dota citizens or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the Sven and Wraith King pickup. I assume this is going to be a core Wraith King, and those two will really get kited around quite a bit. Especially with the Bane and Mirana combo. I think these two are going to have a tough time. They're going to need to pick up a really decent ranged core, I think. I think something like a Luna would be decent, or a Viper. Actually, I think Viper would be really good. And Viper has been banned out, so never mind. Death Prophet has also been banned out. So decent offlaners who are ranged or tanky ranged heroes, ranged cores are kind of slim pickings here. Razor's been banned. Maybe something like a Troll Warlord would be okay. I think maybe actually a Gyrocopter would be really good for critical failure. But yeah, we'll see what they decide to go with. So yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. It's always awesome to have a decent crowd joining us. And I do realize that the game isn't coming but yeah, anyway. Okay, Sniper. I think Sniper's an okay pick here. With enough, you know, there's a ton of lockdown between Mirana, Bane, and Ogre Magi. Okay, and the last pick, Meepo. Yeah, I think I'm favoring the Sky Ninjas draft way more here. I am a little hesitant on having three melee cores on the side of critical failure, and I think even in the lanes, they might have a rough time farming up, especially with all the ranged heroes. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Better get ready. Anywho, I'll go ahead and introduce both teams here. Let's take a look at this Sven set real quick. Good lord. I've never seen this before. What set is this? The Fiend Cleaver. Even has two styles. Okay. Diddy Mitch, bring in the big hats here. Okay, so on the side of the Radiant, we do have Critical Failure. We'll have Pendy playing up the Dazzle, Carmanthanon on the Meepo, KS Phantom on the Wraith King. Standing in for Critical Failure is Alabama Hot Pocket on the Skywrath Mage. And our good friend Diddy Mitch will be playing the Sven. And on the side of Sky Ninjas, we have Captain America on the Bane, Flash on the Mirana, with the new Captain's Draft Compendium mount. We have Batman on the Sniper, Ogre Magi will be played by Superman, and here we go. We have a little bit of a 5-on-2 engagement here. Ogre Magi and Sniper just kind of standing here. I think Ogre Magi is going to be our first blood, and he is. So a nice little pickup there on the side of Skynin, just getting a little ballsy. Just the two of them hanging out in the jungle here. And getting a little arcane bolt action to the rear end there from Skywrath Mage in the process. Is that called Arcane Bolt? Yeah. And Green Lantern will be on the Zeus as well on the side of Sky Ninjas. And it looks like we're gonna have a tri-lane on the side of Critical Failure. I definitely like this for the Meepo to help secure some farm for him. I think unless you put him mid, you do need a nice tri-lane for Meepo. So that'll be a Skywrath Mage and Dazzle tri-lane. There's not a ton of lockdown, so I don't think they're necessarily looking to get kills with this tri-lane, but maybe just harass and zone out. In our mid lane, we'll have Diddy Mitch and Batman fighting it out. Sniper versus Sven. And we'll have a solo offlane Wraith King going up against the Mirana and Bane. So I think they are really kind of putting their eggs in a basket to get Sniper some farm. And a nice arrow is going to hit KS Phantom on the Wraith King. Flash just going to town with these arrows. And Mirana will eat a Wraithfire Blast to the face, and Wraith King will limp back and use a Tango to get back up to full health. In the bottom lane, a little harassment going out there. So the thing about Skywrath Mage is as he gets items and levels this up and builds up his intellect, Arcane Bolt will scale, which is really nice. I don't know if that's the same for... No, not the same for Mystic Flare. So it is looking like Bane is going to be looking to get a Soul Ring. And oh no, Sniper has picked up a double damage rune. He is pretty low on health, so I don't think he's really going to be able to do too much with this. But he does start just firing away at Sven. As long as he doesn't take too much creep damage, I think... No, there won't be a kill. In the top lane with this tri-lane, we are going to have a poof happen. Ogre Magi using that nice stun on the Meepo. And it looks like Zeus and Ogre Magi are going to get out of here. Zeus does go ahead and use a healing salve, and Annette is going to catch out Superman on the Ogre Magi, and I think just one more hit, and he will go down thanks to the Dazzle. And I always forget to take that off. There we go. Thanks to Busby for reminding me.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
So it's all been pretty quiet, save for a couple engagements here and there. We do have a... oh, Meepo getting real low on health. Of course, as soon as I said things were quiet, things heat up. I know, I got it, everyone. Thanks. Okay. Alright, here we go. So, Sniper does have the power treads, and I gotta think that Sven is just having a heck of a time in the mid lane here. And if you take a look at the CS, Sniper is leading by about 10 kills. And the Arcane Bolt will go down on the Zeus, kind of harassing him out a little bit as he throws down some wards. But yeah, as far as farm goes, Sky Ninjas are definitely winning that game. Their most farmed is Diddy Mitch on the Sven in the mid lane, and that is even a... I would not expect Sven to do as well as he is with this farm. So, Sniper's really doing a great job of denying farm. In this tri-lane, they're not really getting too much out of this, which is unfortunate. So, yeah, if Meepo isn't getting farm in a tri-lane, you're already behind on levels. This Ogre Magi and Zeus are going to be real scary real soon. So yeah, I don't think Meepo has really felt safe to get farm here, and he's just kind of hanging back, not really doing too much. We do have Tranquil Boots on both Meepos. A nice Earthbind will catch out Zeus here. And one more right click ought to do it. And I don't think they're going to get him. Yeah, he's going to get away, no problem. And Ogre Magi tanking up most of that damage. Does go for the Ring of Protection. 10 armor at level 4. OP. OP, so good. And he does find a double damage rune. Looks like he's going to go ahead and save it for Sniper. A wise decision there. Wraith King not doing too hot on CS, which is to be expected with a Bane Mirana lane. He's doing okay on levels. But, well, never mind. He's falling behind. Mirana is already level 6. Bane's level 4. This has basically been a solo lane for Mirana. She's been free farming this entire time. And Sky Ninjas are going to go ahead and rotate down into the Radiant jungle. Zeus is going to go ahead and initiate, and Sniper getting the kill on the Skywrath Mage. Zeus is close to going down. One right click will take him down. Dazzle getting that kill there. That's 2 down on the side of Critical Failure. 3 down with Sniper getting that last kill there, and a Sniper with this many kills early on and doing this well in lane is a scary thing to be sure. Yeah, taking a look at the fight recap. Almost 1,000 gold going the way of Sky Ninjas. And there's another kill with Mirana getting that last hit on Wraith King. He's still a decent ways away from being able to have Reincarnate, so... Yeah, I think Critical Failure should consider rotating. I would put maybe the... maybe put the Skywrath Mage mid. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Sky Ninjas have definitely outdrafted Critical Failure here, so I hope they're at least able to make it out of the laning phase intact. But I think Sky Ninjas is already starting to pull away here, and if you take a look at the net worth, they absolutely are. And I think the thing that's really going to come and bite him back in the ass is this Wraith King here. Yeah, he's just had no success whatsoever getting much of anything. And their most farmed hero on the side of Critical Failure is Dazzle, which that is, as a support, that's not what you want to be seeing. It just goes to show how, okay, Meepo did just overtake him, but yeah, it just is kind of gone to show how this tri-lane has been going, how the off-lane has been going, heck, even how the mid-lane's been going. And Sky Ninja's doing a cheeky little wrap around here. They're going to catch out Meepo. Meepo does throw down the Earthbind. The Assassinate is going to go down on the Meepo, and that's going to be a dead Meepo thanks to Ogre Magi. The Ancient Seal will be used on the Zeus, and one right click will take down the Skywrath Mage at the hand of Batman on the Sniper. And yet again, Dazzle, the lone survivor down here. In the mid lane, what's going on in the mid lane here? We do have Sven nightmared up. I think he's waiting for somebody to come in and maybe help him out, or maybe he was just doing it for some harassment. And Sven does turn on the Afterburners with the God's Wrath to try and get away, as Meepo does rotate into the mid lane. And yeah, these lanes are just going horrible. Sniper does get a kill on the Dazzle. Dazzle final, I think that's the, yeah, that's the second death for Dazzle. So they are just dominating this tri-lane. Mirana going with this double Wraith Band build and getting another kill on the Wraith King. And Sky Ninjas are going to continue to press on with the aggression here, but Sven and Skywrath Mage might be able to get a kill on the Ogre Magi. Zeus comes in with a double damage rune, and they just don't even care. They just go right for it. Sniper getting the kill on the Skywrath Mage. Dazzle throwing down the Poison Touch. Zeus kind of going to town with the ultimate here. And yeah, they're just going to shoot him down. They don't care. Shallow Grave being used. I think it'll keep Sniper keep Dazzle alive a little bit longer, and Dazzle did go down from, or excuse me, Zeus did go down from the poison touch damage on Zeus, so... Yeah, that was still favoring Sky Ninjas there, so that kind of sucks, unfortunately. This is a really cute courier. He is going to take Mirana's bottle, and it looks like they're going to do a little bottle crowing here.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
It's definitely looking like Sniper is going to be building into a Shadow Blade, which I think that's actually a decent pick here because it's really going to force Critical Failure to keep buying detection items, and when you're already behind, you don't want to be spending a ton of gold on detection items because you want to be buying items to help you out. Though if you can get a kill with them, that's always good, of course. And it's looking like Critical Failure are wanting to push this mid lane. But Ogre Magi is going to rotate up. We're going to have a rotation into the mid lane. Sniper Bane and Ogre Magi are boots on the ground. Zeus is going to continue to defend bottom. They're pinging out Ogre Magi. I'm not sure what they're trying to ping out. Maybe a gank on him, or maybe just pinging for caution or something. And we do have a pause. Looks like it's looking like Meepo did disconnect. I'm having an okay ping. I'm at 63 milliseconds of ping. So thanks a lot, everyone, for watching. Sorry about that draft screen issue earlier. As it turns out, I'm a noob, as it is. Yeah, we'll get going whenever Karma connects back online. Okay, so, yep. Not sure what to talk about here. So the BlizzCon is going on right now. I think the thing that I'm most excited about is Hearthstone was announced for Android. That'll be coming to Android next month, so that's nice. And Overwatch sounds interesting. I know Yadneb was very just kind of meh on the whole thing. So, that's fine. I can't think of anything that Ben gets excited about. Which is fine. That's Yadneb. He's the internet's Dota 2 curmudgeon. And just curmudgeon in general, so... I don't know. We should have a contest next podcast to see if we can find anything that Ben likes. Some sort of segment. Some sort of contest. I guess we should take a look at the items, right? Like, that's what we should do. Meepo definitely going for the Ag Scepter. Alabama Hot Pocket sitting on just boots, having a tough time there. Dazzle has Arcane Boots, a wand, magic stick, and wards. Sven just has the power treads. Yeah, not sure what he'll consider going for. Wraith King building into Power Treads as well. Sniper going to be going for Shadow Blade, Ogre Magi, probably Ag Scepter. Morana going for Yasha, it's looking like. So, fairly standard items. Nothing too crazy there. I did see in the chat room, OC Panda was talking about Maelstrom for Morana. I do like Maelstrom quite a bit on Morana. Big fan of that. Okay, looks like we're going to get back underway here. And, oh, this poor Meepo, he's going to get just blown up absolutely, no problem. Didn't even have to use the Assassinate. The Meepo pick does seem like quite a bold choice, I gotta say. He is known to be one of the hardest heroes to play in the game. And, yeah, not really sure what to do about that. So it's looking like Critical Failure are going to go ahead and just group up and maybe try and take down some towers or something to that effect. And yeah, just still a rough match for Critical Failure so far. Skywrath Mage did eat an Assassinate, not going to go down quite yet. And there we go, Sven just getting blown up by Sniper yet again, and they have no way to keep this Sniper under control. They don't have any way to blink in, close the gap, or anything like that. The poof damage doing quite a bit to Zeus, and I think just one Wraithfire Blast will finish him off. But no, the Meepo does get exploded by this, by the Ogre Magi, and Sniper just continuing to just go to town and pull the trigger on that gun. And Wraith King is going to go ahead and reincarnate, but I kind of think in this situation he's just going to reincarnate to die again, potentially. And Alabama Hot Pocket is going to go ahead and teleport back down to maybe help out. Ogre Magi will rotate down to get some creep kills, and they do go ahead and ping him out. He is taking quite a bit of damage. The Concussive Shot and Arcane Bolt doing quite a bit, and one last right click will secure the kill for the Skywrath Mage. And in the meantime, Morana and Bane have just been pushing this lane. So, yeah, not a happy time there. Not a happy time. That is going to finish up the Shadow Blade for Sniper.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up. Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
And the Stormhammer will go down on Morana, but the Zeus ultimate will do a decent amount of damage as in the bottom lane, Sniper does catch out the Wraith King, and there's a double kill down here for Sniper. Sniper is just racking up these kills, good lord.
Dire's top tower.
And in the top lane,
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight, right?
it's looking like Sven teleported back. I didn't catch that, but that's looking like what happened. And Sky Ninjas are just totally wrapping around this tower. They obviously want it. And Dazzle is hiding behind the trees here. I wonder if they think he teleported back. So maybe an ultimate from Zeus could reveal it, but no, that's down for 50 seconds. So nice little hiding spot for the Dazzle. I do like that quite a bit. Good work there. Sniper building into a Chrysalis, obviously going to be going for a Daedalus, no surprises there whatsoever. And oh, Meepo getting caught out in his own jungle. They had no idea Sky Ninjas were in the jungle there. And Sven going to take some Ignite damage, and more right-clicking from Sniper will take him down. And yeah, more forces being rotated down into the bottom lane. As this three-man gank squad, they're going to go ahead and activate the Morana ultimate, and Critical Failure are kind of sniffing this out and backing up, and the Assassinate will take down Dazzle, no problem, and Sniper's just going to continue right-clicking. Skywrath Mage does go down thanks to Bane, and yeah, this is going to be a dead Wraith King. There he is. So how many kills is this for Sniper already? 14, good lord. And in the top lane, Mirana did just get a kill on Meepo yet again. So that is 2 deaths in like less than a minute on Meepo. Poor Meepo.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's.
And yeah, they didn't really draft to counter the sniper at all. Which, it was a last pick sniper to be fair, but yeah, even before that, I think just drafting 4 melee heroes like that, just not a good idea. Not a good draft. Or no, excuse me, 3 melee heroes, excuse me. But yeah, you definitely want to be getting like some blink daggers to counter the sniper, or even just some sort of movement ability would be really nice. Queen of Pain. You know, somebody who can close the gap on sniper is real good. Venge would be really good, you know, with the swap. I like her quite a bit. That's a pretty good counter to sniper. Earthshaker would be decent, I think, you know, because he has that nice long-range stun. Something like that. They just don't have a good draft here. They're out-drafted and outplayed. Weave going down, going to catch out 3 or 4. The Mystic Flare will catch out the Bane, but that's going to be 4 down on the side of Critical Failure. And yeah, Wraith King is going to try and TP out, but nope. The Zeus ultimate will secure the kill. And I gotta think that Critical Failure have been contemplating GG here. Superman almost pooped his pants, which is understandable. That happens. And Sven is going to be doing a little split pushing, or maybe trying to farm up a little bit, maybe a little bit of both. Which I guess is a good move. I mean, what else are you going to do? You have to take some drastic measures right now, right?
Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
And that's soon going to be
Bottom tower.
either a BKB or a Desolator for Sniper. Mirana ultimate will be engaged. In the top lane, Friend's Grip catching out Sven. I don't think Bane's going to be able to get a Sven kill here.
Diana's got one last top tower.
But let's see what's going to happen. He will be nightmared, and Bane is just going to back off, I think, probably. He's just sitting here toying with him. Are they going to rotate up? He does have a haste rune. It's looking like Zeus is going to go ahead and try and rotate up to help and get this Sven kill, but I think Bane is just going to finish him off on his own. Sven trying to juke and jive as much as possible, but Bane taking a little bit of damage from the creep wave, and Zeus is going to sniff this out no problem. He even expends the ultimate. Or no, I'm sorry, that was the lightning bolt, excuse me. It looked like the ultimate to me. But yeah, Mirana going ahead and rotating up. Ogre Magi wandering around the greater ancient area on the Radiant side. And Meepo trying to farm up. He's only got 3 Meepos so far. And this sniper is just starting to feel pretty unstoppable. He's just kind of hanging out doing whatever he wants. He is level 13. The same can kind of be said for Mirana. And they're going to go ahead and take down this tower. And I don't think Sky Ninjas really need to waste any time drawing this game out, which they're not. They're already so far ahead. And oh, Sniper getting pwned here by Meepo, and definitely that Skywrath Mage Mystic Flare will do a ton of damage there. So good little pickup for little old Meepo.
Top tower's taking hits.
But they are probably going to lose a tower because of it. Bane nightmared himself. Not sure why he nightmared himself. I didn't see that. But Ogre Magi is going to try and catch out this Sven. He does throw the Ignite and the Fire Blast. The 2x multicast does hit. He does throw out the Storm Hammer. And he's going to go ahead and chase this out. And another Fire Blast will take him down, no problem. And it's just a hard life for Critical Failure. They don't even have a ton of ward vision up. They only have, you know, the singular ward up here. And, you know, that's because they don't even feel safe to stick wards up, so that kind of sucks. It's a tough life. Maelstrom is up for Mirana. She's going to be getting probably a Maelstrom or a Mjolnir soon, I would assume. Yep, Mjolnir is on its way.
Radiant's mid tower's
And in the top lane, Dazzle does go down from Bane. And I can't keep up with all these kills. There's just so much. It just feels like they're happening every 10 seconds or whatever in multiple places. But that's fine, that's life, you know? And Skywrath Mage did wind up to get some Arcane Boots and a nice Soul Ring. And Mirana is just going to be doing a ton of damage now with this Mjolnir. And I gotta think that Sniper is probably thinking the same thing as well. It'll just... time will tell whether he goes... And the arrow! A long-range arrow will hit Wraith King, but it was so far away I wasn't sure if they'd be able to get damage on Wraith King. And the Zeus ult will take him down. And Sven taking a ton of damage. He will be nightmared. And the Shallow Grave will be deployed on the Sven. But that's a Meepo, Skyrath, Wraith King, and that's a full-man team wipe. I was trying to say who is dead, but they're all dead. And I'm thinking this is gonna be GG pretty soon. There's really not much they can do to stop this push. But that is the beauty of the playoffs. This is a best-of-3 series, so I mean, I know it's not over yet, but I think Sky Ninjas would pretty much have to just fall asleep at their keyboards to lose this one. And the 2 Earthbinds there definitely gonna miss. Right? Is that what it's called? Earthbind? Yeah. And Meepo does go down yet again thanks to the Sniper and his nice little Maelstrom combo there. But yeah, the beauty of the best-of-3 match is that you get another chance. Always a plus. Oh, somebody kill the courier. Come on, he's right there. Go for it. Ah. Friend's Grip is deployed on Sven. Fiend's Grip, whatever you want to call it. And just all sorts of damage going down left and right, left and right. Meepo does buy back. He might be able to get a kill on the Zeus here. Use a little poof damage here, but no, the right clicks will do the trick. And the Earthbind will catch out Ogre Magi, and it's looking like Sky Ninjas have overstayed their welcome a little bit here. The Bane did go down. I'm not sure who killed Bane. Yeah, I'm not sure. So that we are up to 5 Meepos now. Meepo count is at 5. He does have up the Aghanim Scepter. So let's see, I think this Ag Scepter for Meepo will help them out quite a bit. Let's see if they're able to get anything done with it. At least they did get the 1 tower down. I always find it very discouraging if you don't even get any towers down, so I'm glad they were at least able to do that. And Karma has nothing but this tower in his sights. And they should be able to take it down quite quickly. Nice arrow will catch out one of the Meepos. A really long-range arrow. And the Mirana, oh my gosh, this Mirana down to 7 HP. The Mystic Flare almost taking her out. She does leap up this. Actually, it was a pretty clutch little leap here up the cliff. And yeah. Sniper does show up, getting the triple kill in the mid lane. And yeah, that's going to be 4 down with Skywrath Mage being the sole survivor. He was chasing out that Mirana. But it did catch my eye. I thought this was a rock, but it's actually a tent. Or no, excuse me. It's a rock, but I thought it was a tent. And I was like, what is a tent doing in Dota 2? But nope, just a weird rock. Alright, so I think this should be the final push for Sky Ninjas. I hear the assassinate. Look out, Skywrath Mage. That took out almost 25% of his health. Bane using the Fiend's Grip. Zeus getting the kill there. Weave being deployed. I am a huge fan of the Weave, I gotta say. It is just a real nice ability. And the Poof clearing out the creep wave here. They are down to 1 tier 4 tower. Zeus does have the Ag Scepter, which upgrades the damage, and not sure what else it does. Yeah, it just increases the damage. It is debatable whether that's a good item or not. You could easily go for a Veil of Discord, but I do understand that the Zeus ultimate is global, and Mirana getting a little gutsy here with the leap arrow combo. Bane gonna use Nightmare on himself, and this Meepo is just doing a ton of damage, but the Zeus, what is that, God's Wrath? No, Lightning Bolt, bouncing around doing a ton of damage. That's the last tier 4 down for critical failure. Bane is gonna go ahead and blink in. Zeus will get the kill on Dazzle. That's Skywrath Mage down as well. And yeah, the Ancient will start to take damage.
Radiant's gone and fortified their structures.
So yeah, Sven will be up in 1 second, Wraith King will be up in another 5, but I don't know if that's gonna really do too much. The Stormhammer will be deployed as Sven is nightmared. Wraith King will go ahead and get in here with a Wraithfire Blast. Ogre Magi will go down. And yeah, this Ignite and Fire Blast combo will just light him up, no problem. Ogre Magi does have that Ag Scepter. I must have missed that one. So it gives him a Fire Blast that pretty much is always available. It does 60% of your mana, or it uses 60% of your mana, so you always have mana for it, which is cool. But yeah, regardless, GG, and yeah, I can't help but think that Critical Failure just got outdrafted pretty freaking hard in that match, and yeah, they just lost the lanes, and it kind of went downhill from there. But yeah, look at this XP per minute on Meepo though, 1,174 XP per minute. Not sure what's going on there. I wasn't keeping an eye on his levels, but if he had more farm, I think he'd be doing a little bit better. I don't think he came online soon enough. Not that I'm a Meepo player and know even what I'm talking about, but that's the situation. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll be back in probably about... We'll start the next match at 9:30. So we'll see you all in a little bit.
Supporty type role.